Regardless of what level we achieve, we are responsible for leading a diverse group of people. Now, sometimes we think, and every time we ask, when you think about diversity, what's the first thing that comes to mind? And the first thing at the top of the list is differences. And then under that list comes race and religion and age and gender and so on and so on and so forth and cultural. And when you think about an onion, whether it's a purple onion, a white onion, a yellow onion, a green onion, and what have you, there's some common characteristics about it. And let's take the most common characteristic and maybe the least significant, I'm not sure, but that's the skin of the onion. If you hold an onion in your hand and you do a simple thing like this, what happens? The skin of the onion automatically peels away and you get to start that outer shell, that inner outer shell of the onion. But more specifically, if you slice that onion across the middle, you will see concentric rings. And those concentric rings represent who we are. And as you start to look at us as people, as human beings, one of the things that you'll see is that at the core of those concentric rings are us and our personalities, if you will. Whether we're an introvert or an extrovert, that's kind of at the core of it. And then as you start to go outside, ring after ring after ring, the next dimension is called that personal dimension. And in that dimension, it's called race, age, gender, ethnicity, physical ability or disability, also sexual orientation. All of those are in that personal ring, sometimes called the rage dimension. But the key issue is that there are concentric rings and concentric dimensions that go out. And as we really look at ourselves, every single one of us is represented in every single segment of every single one of those dimensions, those rings of that onion. And as we step back and we look at it realistically, awareness is the huge key. As we look at it realistically, we actually find that we have far more similarities than we do have differences. However, we let that least significant part of that onion be the barrier as to whether we get to the concentric rings or not. So that was the basis on which we developed our model for diversity training. And that's the basis that actually brought about the 5 keys. Awareness first. Awareness of who we are and what we bring to the table. And as a leader, it's very important for me to recognize that I don't care what my organization looks like on the outside or from the outside. It's a diverse entity. And I really have to be adept at understanding those diversities to be a good leader.